Hello, happy Monday and happy November, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Never Miss a Monday podcast. I am your host, Stacey Garcia, and as always, I am here to help you start your week with intention, with energy, and with alignment. I cannot believe it's already November. I love fall so incredibly much. Autumn. I live in Los Angeles. And so, fall, even though it officially starts in September, in Los Angeles, it really doesn't start until November. And I love watching the leaves change color. It's my favorite thing to walk outside and see the autumn leaves and then to actually witness them shed, the trees shedding their leaves is such a metaphor, I believe, for how we can shed what no longer serves us. Letting go of old habits, patterns, beliefs, and attachments to make room for new growth. So every November, I do this. I love taking walks outside. As you know, it's one of the things that gives me and brings me the most joy. But when the leaves are actually almost all on the ground and you're walking through the leaves, it is a really great way to kind of remind yourself to think about what you can shed to make room for something new within the next season. So I highly recommend doing that. Depending where you are, you could probably start doing that now. But for those of us in Los Angeles, it's something to look forward to this month. And next week is a really, really magical time. We're stepping into one of the most powerful, energetic moments of the entire year. It is the 11/11 portals. This is going to happen on November 11th. That's when this is going to peak. It's a time when the universe, you can call it God, you can call it your creator, spirit, whatever. It is when the universe feels like it's opening up a doorway and asking you, are you ready to step into your highest self? You have to be really ready to feel this, okay? Spirit is a big part of who I am. As you know, I really love talking about the mind, body, spirit, integration, connection. Um, and spirituality is something that I really have always felt incredibly drawn to. It peaked for me, I feel like, in my 20s when I went to Israel for the first time. I say the first time because I really do hope to go back one day. But I spent some time learning Kabbalah, and that was my first taste of the spiritual realm. And it's something that I have always kept near and dear to my heart. I am currently going through another Kabbalah class online right now, and it is something that is so incredibly intriguing for me. So again, spirituality is anywhere you choose to find it. Sometimes when we're going through more challenging times, and we are more open to looking for signs from the universe, you will really start to see it. It's when you're open. I can tell you that recently I have been going through a massively challenging time in my life. And I have been making sure I never miss my daily nature walks, or my weekly, if you will, probably a couple times a week. But I've been seeing a lot of deer that are so close to me that startle me. Like I will sometimes it's hard to see and I'll find them. Other times they're standing right in front of me. And I really choose that to look at that as a sign, as a symbol to keep moving forward, to listen to my intuition, that small voice inside of me. I really truly believe that there are signs from the universe everywhere we choose to look. So this year it's extra special for me personally because I'm launching something that I've been working on lately, really near and dear to my heart. It is my brand new 21-day wellness experience called the Alignment Project. Because of 11/11 is alignment. It's officially rolling out on November 10th because that's Monday, and God knows I love a good Monday. And it's just one day before the 11/11 energy really, really peaks. It's all about helping you reconnect to your body, your energy, and your purpose. And I say reconnect because this is something that we all have, just sometimes it's dormant and sometimes we need to really dig a little deeper. So this is a program about reconnecting to our most abundant, aligned self. And I'll tell you more about the program in a bit, but first, I want to talk a little bit more about what the 1111 portal really means. So every year on November 11th, we enter what many people like to call the 1111 portal. What it is, an energetic alignment point that is all about awakening, intuition, manifestation, and personal transformation. The number 11 is a master number. It symbolizes higher awareness, divine timing, and a call to align your inner world with your outer actions. When you see 1111 or 111 on the clock, on a receipt, wherever, it's not random. It's a gentle nudge from the universe that you're on the right path. So, if you're watching right now, I am wearing my 111 necklace. After my cancer diagnosis, I started seeing ones all over the place. And it took me a hot minute till I actually like looked it up. I'm like, what does this mean? It means to follow your inner voice, your intuition, and to keep moving forward. So I gently wear this as a reminder sometimes when I need it, because I think we all sometimes need to remind ourselves that we have all the knowledge. We have it there. We just need to tap into it. So I like to think of it as a mirror. It really reflects what's happening inside of each and every one of us. So the big question this coming week is, what are your thoughts focused on? Because during this 1111 portal, your energy and your thoughts manifest faster. So this is where we need to really check in. And I know when you're going through a struggling time, it is really hard to keep the positivity all the time, and that's not really realistic. But what is realistic is tapping back in as soon as you can. We all go to dark places. Believe me, I've gone there more than I'd like to admit. But what I thankfully have are all of these amazing wellness tools, my non negotiables that I always tap into to bring me back to my authentic self. And my authentic self, just like you and everyone out there, is positivity. It really is. So I want you to really take a second and think about your thoughts right now. Take a moment, take some deep breaths, pause, and realign with what you actually, truly want. And a way to kind of figure out what you do absolutely want for me personally is going on walks. I go on walks to clear my mind all the time, to let all of the excess noise just leave and to really focus on me and what I truly want. We've had so many episodes about tapping intuition and sitting into this stillness. I think it's so incredibly important to honor that and to make sure that you step away from distractions and really focus on yourself. So this energy, this 1111 energy, invites us to release what's no longer serving us and step into what is truly meant for us. It is time to let go of all of that external noise, all of the overthinking, all of the stress, the comparison, and return to clarity and manifesting the life that you want and that you desire and that you are going to live. So, this is something that I personally have been deeply reflecting on while creating the alignment project, because alignment doesn't just happen once, it is a daily practice. It is rooted in how we live and how we love. So it's really rooted in our day to day practices. It's not something that you think that you want to have. No, I mean, your thoughts have to align with your actions in order to be absolutely aligned. So, through my own wellness journey, I've realized that feeling good in your body isn't just about what you eat or how you move, but it is also about how you think and how you care for yourself. I think that is so incredibly important. So when the 1111 portal asks us, are your daily habits aligned with your higher self? If they are, unbelievable, keep walking that path. If they're not, really think about what you're willing and ready to change. Those are two totally different things to ask yourself. What are you willing and what are you ready to change? So let's talk a little bit more about the alignment project and see if it's something that resonates with you. So it's 21 days starting on the 10th of November and going through December 1st. So it's the last 3 weeks of November. It is going to be a group setting, and it is really there and designed to help us realign, reset, and rise. And it starts right before the 1111 portal actually peaks. So we'll be moving through this amazing energy all together as a group. Over these next 21 days, I will personally be guiding you through the exact tools and practices that have changed my own life, including wellness and nutrition. I will be giving you very simple, nourishing ways to fuel your body. I will be giving you certain goals when it comes to how much fiber to eat, how much protein, certain foods that can really, really help. It's not restrictive whatsoever. If you've been going through menopause, perimenopause, this is something that also will incredibly help you. Second is nature and nurture. So we nurture ourselves as we connect with the earth and with our own natural rhythms. And this can happen in so many different ways. It's not just forest bathing. There's so many ways that you connect with the earth, and I will lead you through all of that. Third is mindful movement. It's moving our bodies with purpose and not punishment. And I'm also still offering virtual and in-person personal training sessions. You can absolutely utilize my practices with strength training. Strength training is so incredibly important, especially as we age and we lose muscle mass so much quicker. But it's definitely going to be something, and everyone's program is going to look completely different. You're going to do what makes you happy, what makes you feel amazing after and more energized. Number 4 is going to be daily meditation and stress reduction techniques. Learning to calm your mind and create peace within. This doesn't mean that I expect you to sit down for 10 minutes and not have a thought like that. That doesn't happen. This is learning how to calm and quiet and just realign with ourselves. Next is our self-care rituals, my favorite. So much lands into the self-care category, but all of these are going to be small sacred habits that really refill your cup. Glimmers that we can do every single day, not grand gestures, but little attainable acts. Next is going to be connection and community. This is something that is going to be built into this group. So there is going to be a lot of community-based practices and support because I truly believe that we grow better together. And last but not least, growth mindset. Um, I'm here to help you cultivate your resilience and your gratitude through intentional living. So this program in itself is going to challenge you in ways maybe you've never been challenged before, and really think about what you do on a day-to-day practice and what you can include and what you can let go of. And this is how we grow. We cannot change ourselves if we don't change our environment, period, end of story. So with all that being said, we'll combine spiritual alignment with real practical action, the same energy I bring to the podcast to never miss a Monday. So, one thing I want you to take away with is that this is not about perfection. It never is. It's about progress. It's about showing up for yourself one mindful moment at a time. So if you've been feeling lately off balance, disconnected, or craving a reset before the holiday season and this new year, this is your invitation. The door is open. All you have to do is walk through it. I will be providing a link to sign up in the show notes with a special 50% offer for the first 10 people that sign up as well. So make sure that you check that out. But before we go, I would love to leave you with some simple, actionable steps that you can start today, and just make the most of it. So, number one, I love to start your day, my day, intentionally. I like to wake up earlier before my children wake up, take some deep breaths. I do not touch my phone until at least an hour after I'm awake. And I highly recommend starting the day off with some kind of mindfulness, some kind of meditation, some kind of really positive affirmation. Amanda Klutz, last season, she shared that she starts every single day with a positive quote. And I think that everyone should really start doing that. So you can say out loud or write in a journal an affirmation, something like, "Today, I align with my highest good and welcome in new beginnings." Anything that you want. There's no right or wrong answer. Number two, journal what you're calling in. Okay, so this is a manifestation practice, and this is something where when we're manifesting, we really want to write things down, pen to paper, and really reflect on what do you really want to create or experience next. What are you ready to release? Write it as if it is happening. Okay, so say I am rather than I want. So you want to take these actionable steps and really focus on being in the energy of it actually happening. So an example would be, I am surrounded by opportunities that align with my highest purpose. Make sure that you write it down. Make sure that you speak it out loud. Maybe you can even light a candle or some incense, take some deep breaths. And most importantly, visualize yourself walking down through this portal, clear, grounded, and aligned. Next, do a release ritual. I did this with my family at the very beginning of the year, on January 1st, actually. Letting go of what's holding you back, that's going to create more new beginnings, more possibilities. So write down all of your fears, your doubts, or habits that no longer serve you, and very safely burn or tear the paper up while saying, "I release this and make room for what is meant to be." I really love that ritual, and I hope that you do it, and I'd love to hear how that feels for you. Next, we're going to visualize our next chapter. This can be, again, walking in nature. This can be laying down on your bed, sitting in a cozy corner, but spend about 5 to 10 minutes really visualizing your ideal reality. Think about how it feels, how it looks, how it sounds. Focus on the actual emotion of already having it, not just the image. And next, we really want to ground ourselves, ground our energy, balance the spiritual practice with the practical. So that's where nature really comes in. Going outside and literally just standing on your grass barefoot is incredibly grounding. Touch the earth, walk mindfully in a park or where there are a lot of trees, drink a lot of water, doing something that is really nourishing for your body, like stretching or yoga, or taking a journal and sitting down in nature and writing down your thoughts. All of this will really, really help ground your energy. Another great way is Reiki. Reiki grounds me every single day. So if you've never experienced a Reiki session, you ground so incredibly deep. Highly, highly recommend that as well. You can always reach out to me and we could talk more about that. Next, we want to connect with gratitude. This is something that I wake up every morning and I focus on something I'm grateful for as when I'm going to sleep at night. Connecting with gratitude is so incredibly important no matter what is going on with your life. If you think everything is falling apart, once you start connecting to what you're grateful for, it changes everything. So I'm going to ask you to write down or speak 11 different things that you're grateful for. If you can't think of 11, start with 5. Whatever it is, get in as much gratitude as possible because gratitude amplifies abundance and helps anchor our energy in the present moment. And last but not least, end your day with some kind of reflection. Bedtime is really sacred. And it is something where we should really be tuning away. Just like in the mornings, we're not checking our phones. In the evenings, we should really be staying away from phones as much as possible. You can light a candle, have some kind of a ritual. I've really been into Epsom salt baths lately now that the weather is cooling down. You could just sit quietly for a few minutes. You can do the legs up the wall pose on your bed, which is another really great way. And just ask yourself, how did I show up for myself today? Close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and feel yourself stepping confidently into new possibilities. And if you're going to join me on the alignment project, we'll be doing all of this work together. This is your time to align your body with your mind and your spirit before we close out the year. So, as you head into this coming week, remember 1111 isn't just a number, it is a reminder that your thoughts, your habits, and your energy are so incredibly powerful. The universe is listening to it all. But this magic only happens when you take action, when you show up for your health, for your growth, and especially for yourself. And that is exactly what the Alignment Project is all about. So if this episode spoke to you, I would absolutely love for you to join me starting on November 10th. Share this episode with a friend. The more, the merrier. Honestly, doing a project like this with a friend can be so incredibly empowering. You can find all the details again in the show notes or on Instagram. I am Self Care with Stacey. And because this season, we are not just surviving, we are aligning. And as always, never miss a Monday, ever, because how you start your week is how you set your energy for everything that follows. See you inside the Alignment Project. And we have some amazing conversations and guests coming up this beautiful month of November of thanks, of gratitude. And I look forward to seeing you all next Monday.